Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This video is long overdue. I have 6 of them that I have to make. If you don't know what I mean, here it is right here. So you guys know 422031. Let me narrow that guy down a little bit, okay? If you don't know what this is, go watch my videos on pre-snap reading. So this will be, I think, the third video. I'm going to put together a bunch of links in a playlist for guys who want to start from the ground up and seeing the game from the way I see it. I'm not saying my way is the best way, but if I had to give a structured path for someone to learn from zero to hero, I guess you could say, then I'll have a playlist that goes over the videos in order to watch that I think would be most beneficial for you to kind of like understand the game, right? And then the sky's the limit once you get to a point. So the first video would be, I believe it's a video that actually it's my most watched video. I was in shock when I seen that. And it was a very, very simple video. I remember making it thinking, oh, this ain't gonna be nothing, but I'll make it anyways. And I got the most views with that video. So that video goes over the differences between hard flat, soft squat, cloud flat, vertical hook. It goes over the differences between all of the different zones. Okay, so that would be the first video I would show someone. The second video would be a video that goes over these 6 different shell coverages. That would be my second video that I would give somebody. All right, so then I would show them that, and I believe this would be the beginning of the third. All right, and we're going to get into the weaknesses of each and every one of these shell coverages. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I've never found the opportunity to do so. And today I found a great opportunity to go over the weaknesses of two-man, because I ran into a guy who just wanted to play two-man the entire game, and it's in the MVP section of MUT, right? So he should be well, actually, he was hard. His offense was hard, okay, but his defense, he sat in two-man the whole game, and we just ate it alive. Okay, so we're going to show some weaknesses of two-man. So this would be the third video. I would show, if you learn, now again, there are variants of each one of these 6 shell coverages, right? So you have, you have cover 2 match, you have just regular Tampa 2, you have 2 seam, right? 2 read. Cover 3, you have cloud, buzz, sky, cover 3 match. Okay, so there are variants under these trees, but it's very important to just learn the base 6 first, right? And then learn the strengths and weaknesses of these base 6 coverages, and then from there, like, the sky's the limit, right? So when you learn two-man, which is what we're going to go over, some weaknesses of two-man, now when your opponent does something later to manipulate a coverage in two-man, maybe they take the safety and bring them down, and they do something that they're not supposed to do, it's easier to figure out where they are now weak, as opposed to a person who doesn't know the basic weaknesses of two-man in the first place, okay? So that's the whole point. We'll go ahead and get this thing rolling, okay? Weaknesses of two-man. Oh, let me turn that down. That's absurd. So we're in the MUT. This is my team. Bunch of 90s, few 93, Reggie Wayne. I think Charles Tillman is my other 93. So right away, the pre-snap read of two-man, you guys should know this. This is the only time I'm going to go over this, because he played this the entire game pretty much. You got 2 deep safeties, and then everybody else is playing on the LOS with inside leverage, right? Classic two-man pre-snap read, okay? So, when I saw this, I'm like, all right, looks like we're playing against two-man. I don't remember what I did here. I already know what I'm doing. So this is the play flanker dig from gun spread. Okay, here's the play right here. All right, so we're going to get into a part of my scheme as well. So he's running a post, but you're going to see me motion him so we can get more of like a closer split with these 2 receivers, and he's running the wheel. Okay, and go watch my video on this. Oh, I haven't made a video on this yet, okay? But eventually I will. The progression read on this is 1 to 2 to 3, okay? But there's like a big shot play we can utilize against cover 2-man, And that's what I'm doing right here because I recognize that it's two-man, okay? And this is one of the weaknesses of two-man that you can exploit. I'll go ahead and run the play. Deep half, deep half. And notice how I moved him in. And you see the difference here, right? These guys are on the LOS. And now you can rewind it, but they shift in position to where they're not really pressing the receivers at the LOS. And they do that for a reason when they're in two-man. Now, I think he was playing over the top anyways. But with this play, notice how he's running that deep post. He's one inside. I'm throwing that 100% of the time here. And we get a really big play there. So we'll go ahead and throw on some stuff. Stack sets with switch concepts. Okay, this is one thing that I utilize to attack two-man. It's one of the weaknesses of two-man, okay? And when you stack sets, see, when you're in two-man, I guess I'm pretty bad at this, guys. Say these are receivers, and these are defenders, right? You know, they want to play, they're playing on the same level. That's what's most important here, right? Bad color. But when we motion this guy in and we get more like a stack set, they really don't want to play at the same level anymore. Because now if we run switch type concepts, these guys can run into each other, right? And now someone's busting wide open up the field. Okay, so that is why if you rewind it, the game has an auto check to where you motion into stack, this guy will play a little bit off, right? And I have nothing, you know, that I actually like that they have that concept. You can override that concept by pressing your defense after doing that anyways. But again, now you're putting yourself in a position to where, you know, switch type concepts to get can get somebody busted wide open in the secondary. So that's one weakness. So we'll go ahead and move on. So let's see what I did here. I noticed he's still in two-man. So now I'm running PA tight end wheel. I do have a video on this. Definitely go check it out. And this is an excellent play that I utilize against two-man, and you're going to see exactly why. Play action. Wide open there. Okay. So maybe I should have paused and showed you. Right here, okay? So another weakness of two-man is rub type concepts, okay? Again, because, you know, traditionally these guys are at the same level. If we were to run routes that kind of cross, there's a potential to where we can kind of run into each other. It's the same problem, right? Now, in traditional formations like spread, you know, two-man wouldn't be too concerned about that. But, you know, this is a route concept specifically designed to try to get the rub action, right? And that's what happens on this play. I go over this play in my video for the scheme, so definitely go check it out. And the reads on this play against two-man is, since we're in the middle, we can work either side, right? If we were on this hash, I peek the closer side first, and then I whip my eyes to the wide side. That's because you have less time to kind of fit that in on the short side. So definitely go check out that video. And you can see right here, he's going to travel under, and our receiver kind of tops him over the top, and then this route holds the safety inside as well. We're able to throw that. So look, you see how he goes under this guy here, right? You can actually, looking at this, if I wanted to, we could change this guy into a slant, right? Because that's open right there as well. That's wide open. It is criminal. One of the rules of two-man, it is absolutely criminal as a underneath defender to get beat inside. Okay, that is just, you get beat inside against two-man, it's just open season, right? I remember Tyreek Hill. You guys remember when they played against the Bills in that big playoff game where there was just a whole bunch of points scored in the last quarter, and Tyreek Hill caught a pass and ran it all the way up the field, and he threw up the peace sign to whoever he was playing against, whoever was covering him. You can watch it. They were playing two-man. And Tyreek Hill beat the guy inside, and then obviously Mahomes hit him over the middle of the field, and it was just open season. It's really hard to defend a guy with that much speed running across the field, but, you know, again, it's criminal to get beat inside when playing two-man, when you're an underneath defender, because your help is to the outside and over the top with the safety. So we got stack sets with switch concepts. We got rub concepts. Okay, and on top of that, like rub concepts, this is where you get into the mode of, okay, are there formations that naturally create these types of pathways to attack two-man weaknesses, right? And there are, right? That's why bunch, stack receiver sets quite naturally are a little bit stronger against like two-man because, you know, the formation sets it to where guys are in stack sets and the routes naturally create a lot of rub type opportunities, okay? So, I mean, you know, you can go on and on and on in the game of football, figuring out ways to create ways to exploit weaknesses of coverages, right? But it's very important to know the weakness of a coverage for you to get better at attacking it, right? So here, I'm like, he's still in two-man, so guess what? I'll do something else. And now I'm running the slouch concept. I made a video on this. It's where, you know, we have this guy off, this guy's on. He's going to run the out, and I change him to a slant, and you'll see it right here. Oh, and also I know that you are responsible for the number 3. So originally this play has him going this way. I don't want that, so I always change him going to this way because I want you to not be in the window of where I'm trying to go here. And it's the slant. Snap the ball. As you see, what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to get a rub. Nothing changed. I've ran 3 or 4 different plays, but they all have the same concept because I know you're in two-man and I know the weakness of two-man and we're trying to exploit it, right? And my guy's wide open there. We fit it in there for a touchdown. So what should we add after seeing that? Nothing, right? I ran a different play with the same concept, just in a different manner, right? And that's where you can get really deadly, to where you give them different looks, different plays, and it's attacking the same weakness of the coverage. So they feel as if, well, I'm going to stay in this coverage because I'm most comfortable in it. Not knowing that you're just exploiting them by attacking the weakness over and over. This guy was hard. I'm telling you. I got to give props to this guy. And he wasn't running a gimmick offense. One of the first, maybe I ran into like 3 or 4. This guy was hard, bro. I just don't even know. So I think I might stay in this play. Oh, okay, I already know what I'm going to do here. All right, so now we're going to get into another weakness, right? So I'm like, all right, he's still in two-man. I was frustrated that he scored again, but whatever. And we're going to check into another way to exploit two-man right here. So this is from my scheme as well. We check into doubles flex. Can you guess what I'm going to run? We're going to get a touchdown here. So what do you think I'm running? You think I'm running some type of 3 verts? Or maybe some type of rub concept, right? And we're going to get a touchdown on this play. I am actually running the ball. So this is HB blunt dive, okay? So I got to make a video on this play. This play will obviously be in that video, I'm pretty sure, okay? And in my scheme from doubles flex, I do the same motion when I audible to this play, and I have 3 plays off of this action, okay? One play is where we're running the stretch this way. Another play is where we're running 6-man tight end protection, and he's running a slant. He's running a deep post. He's running like a inside to outside corner type of route. I don't even know what you call that. That's one play. We have the stretch play. And that play action play looks the same as the stretch with the action. And then the third play is the touchdown we're going to get here is the HB blunt dive. And I still do the same action because I want it all to look the same. Okay. And it's just an inside zone. We're going to get a double team here. Peel, get him. Right? It's just simple blocking action. What I love about this play against two-man, what you're going to see is you're going to see the receiver here completely ignore this guy. He's in two-man, right? He's not a run-fit defender. He's going to run straight up and get the safety. And because I'm in two-man, right, I don't know that it's a running play, and I don't care. Well, I hate to use the word I don't care, but he's not in the run fit. You know, you have to defend your man. So when he goes upfield, he's got to turn and play inside hip underneath trail, right? And then when he sees he goes and blocks him, oh, okay, he turns around, he goes for trying to make a play in the box, right? But, I mean, we like that because if there's anybody that you want to force to have to make a tackle in the running game, it's the corners, right? Deion Sanders' business decision or whatever he used to say, right? Corners really just don't, they're not really excited to make tackles in the box like that, right? So we should see a touchdown here. Look at how we get that double team peel off. He overplays this way. I think I'm going to kind of hold off and then cut back in. That's what happens. He finally turns, and then we go all the way for a touchdown. So there it is. I'll replay it again. Cut back, go left, and there it is.